Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny is here, and my sidekick shenanigans is over on the other side. Welcome into the Crafter After Show, where we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. Are you okay over there? Anyway,
Nobody told Vince we were going live.
Nobody
so
did.
he's just on the phone, and when it's his turn, he's like,
well, I mean, you call me out. Hey, we're glad you're here. I hope that if you like what you see, you'll subscribe to the video. Help us reach our goal of 400,000 in the year 2022. We talked earlier, we need about 60,000. So 15,000 a month the rest of this year to get where we're trying to be.
ain't no mountain for a
Now,
stepper.
I did not harass y'all in the first show about likes. And somehow or another, we didn't get many.
Oh.
We had 800 and something people watching and only 300 and something likes. Unsatisfactory. So hopefully you'll like this show a little bit better. What we got going on, Maymay?
Factory. Well, the big thing is, I don't have a whole lot to show tonight, so we may not be here super long. Depends on y'all's questions, if we can do that. But the big thing is, so as a YouTuber, for now going on 11 years, maybe even a little more, sometimes you think, there's several things you think. You think, I can't keep up with the demand. That's one thing, because the more viewers I have, the more you guys are asking me to try this or make this or do this or change this or what have you. And I love to do that. I've always tried very hard that if I make something, you go, can you make it like this? I've always tried to do that and keep up. But we're growing and it's hard to. And also, sometimes you think, nobody really cares about this. Nobody is enjoying this. You know, they're sick of me. I do that all the time. They're sick of me. It's the same old, same old. Some of you guys have been following me. Sound like my grandma. Some of you guys have been following me and Vince and Shannon and the whole gang for so long that I think you got to get bored with this. You know, it's the same all the time. And when you feel like that, sometimes it's just good to get a letter like we got this week. And
They're really just here for me.
they're only here for Vince. I know that, and you know that.
Poor
You're not
Maymay.
on. You're not on my. I can lay this down. You're
Yes,
not on this
we're
camera.
on
No.
faces.
I want to lay this down because it's got. I didn't want to lay it in the camera because it's got an address on it, and I'm not going to share the person's name, and I'll tell you why I'm not. I have not gotten to speak with her. This was an email that came in, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because sometimes, like people say, well, y'all don't know, but some of you know, like we get emails going, can you do this? Or can you change this? Or
Can you not do this?
can you not do this? Or whatever, you know, and so sometimes when I do something, I'm afraid of how it's going to be received. And that sounds like I'm talking about doing something bad. I'm not. Sometimes when I do things like a walk around at Rustic instead of crafting, you know, like sometimes I'm like, people aren't going to like that. They come to me for crafting. And I think about that. But then I think, I've always said I'm going to be authentically me, and I want to share me with you guys. So listen to this letter that came in. I want y'all to hear it. It says, thank you, Maymay, Shannon, and Brenda, for taking me on an outing to Rustic Relics. And a special thank you to Vince for allowing us to all be shopping together, and to Tamitha, who did and always does a terrific job with chat, etc. You invite us all in like we're old friends. Being with my crafty and Christian sisters blessed me more than words can say, as I've been homebound for 5 years. Honestly, this is the most fun I've had in those 5 years, as you made me feel as if I were right there with you. Please do this again. Anywhere in Clanton would be great. I see Clanton as a for sure tourist destination, an online buying source for your viewers and their friends. What a blessing for the businesses there. And she goes on to say, one reason I like your craft videos is that you make everyone feel special and appreciated. She said, I wrote a couple weeks ago, but I want to reinstate how much your videos, whether live or not, are also a blessing to my sister who has dementia. She's profoundly deaf, but so enjoys the interaction on the videos. Your body language speaks volumes to her, and you bring joy to her otherwise mundane life. Because of her illness, we receive no visitors, so her personal contact and mine is limited to our grocery shopping gal that comes once a week, and every 6 weeks a trip to the doctor. I want to thank you all for making her life and mine much brighter. The Lord has given you a platform to minister in unique ways, and for those I'm not going to say that. She goes on to talk about that she understands people would be disappointed sometimes. And she said, I'm sorry if they ever feel left out, but others like me find it a pure joy. So I wanted to bring that letter to you because sometimes we're going to do things that aren't just sitting here crafting, and sometimes we're going to just kind of mix it up. But when we have somebody, and I'm not going to say your name, we have somebody like this sweet person whose only visitor is their grocery delivery and when they go to the doctor, and if they can feel like they're walking around a store with us and feel like they're hanging out with us, that, you know, that's why we mix it up sometimes. You know, I just...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Michael wants to know if they can send letters to this lady. Cards to this lady.
Yes. To us. To us.
If,
But I don't want to share her name.
no, just send a...
Can you just say sweet friend, Christian
Yeah.
sister, if you want to? But here's why I wanted to say it. Because I find myself being guilty of this too. When I watch people's channels, I'm kind of like, oh, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I wish they would do that other video I really like. And so what I want to say is, if you're watching tonight and this is not your favorite content, don't worry, I'm going to circle back around. You know what I'm saying? But who would have ever thought that a simple 1 hour walk around at Rustic Relics would have been the most fun that this particular viewer has had in 5 years? Now it puts the pressure on you, doesn't it, to do that?
And I want to say this. There will never come a time when we are not who we are.
No.
We are not going to be anything else. We're not going to become anything else. We are simple, God-loving people. And if there's 6 million people watching us, we're still just going to be us.
And I
'Cause that's who
don't
we
want y'all to
are.
think that I'm not sharing this letter to brag on us. This is not about that. I'm sharing this letter because when you're watching, if you do ever feel like that's not for me, just remember, somebody watching whatever we're doing might just fit them. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember back during lockdown and all that kind of stuff when we decided to keep going. We didn't really know what to do. We didn't know. And we were like, so, I mean, because it was there, it just felt like destruction everywhere. It felt like everybody was sad. I remember saying to Vince, and we can talk about this now, but I remember saying to Vince, people do not want to see me craft. This is heavy. This is not people. It was hard for me to craft.
It was.
You know, and I remember saying that to you guys, and every one of you went like, "Don't take this away from us. It's one of the most normal parts of our week during what we were going through." And
Well, it was wound up being the only normal parts of our week.
coming to work was the only thing we had. Crafting here in this room for you guys was the only thing that we had. And so many people said, it wasn't us. It was just the outlet. It was just the willingness we have to do this kind of thing. So I did not get a complaint about I didn't. Somebody might have complained that I didn't see about our rustic video. Y'all usually love when we do that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to show you the impact that walking around a little store can have. Isn't that something? And I also want to tell you this. As to what we do as crafters, you guys said it first. Can we send her a card? Do you see the impact those things have? You know, we talked about it, or I talked about it in devotion last week, where I said, listening to God and making a phone call that if God says, call that person, talk to me, we're like, oh, I don't want to call and talk to that person. I'll never get off the phone. Y'all know. And then you do it, and it's a blessing to you. And I said it was like dog years. Did y'all watch the devotion when I said it's like dog years? It's like that one phone call to you is multiplied like 7 times to that person who needs it. You see what I'm saying? It's like that person who needed that phone call at the right time, it just means so much to them. So I wanted to say this to you guys tonight. So if you're a person who's ever watching me and my content's not for you at the moment, just know it's just at the moment. We'll circle around. We'll get back to the stuff everybody loves. Sometimes. Deb's like, always delete. That's why I never see anything. But I'll tell you why that is. Because I don't want anybody to say to Tamitha she shouldn't be doing that. She should. Because one time, a very, very a very wise and much longer, a person who's been on YouTube much longer than me. We were talking about, should you delete negative things on your channel? Because a lot of people are, don't delete the negative stuff. Let people see that, blah, blah, blah. Well, this person said to me, this is your community, and you're building this community. And the feel that it has is based on what you allow it to have. And that's when I decided all negativity will be deleted. Like, I'm not talking, you guys know, if you've watched my channel long enough, we are not talking about constructive criticism. When you say, Maymay, can you not do another implant?
Why don't you stop forgetting what you need to do
Can
and
you-
do it right the first time?
Can you just use your brain? Can you use your brain?
Our brains are fried.
Not those kinds of things. Or even when somebody says stuff about what I make, if they say, this would have been better. The other day, y'all might have seen it. The other day, this is funny to me. This person posted, I put up that, ages ago, I put up, why not to buy an electronic, reasons I wouldn't buy an electronic cutting machine or whatever. And it was a video on the reasons that I wouldn't. And it was a little bit, y'all want to watch this. But this person watched it and went, what was their comment? They said, so don't buy a machine if you don't want to learn anything. This 20-minute video could have been summed up in 3 words. So underneath it, I went, oh, thanks for the summary. I commented back, thanks for the summary. But it's true. It is true. The video could have been summed up. That's not something I'm going to just delete. Sometimes I delete them after I comment because I don't ever want y'all to think I'm being rude commenting to people. But that was funny. I went, thanks for the summary because it's really good.
Sometimes
So
we're smart
what
Alex.
you're saying, bless, block,
But
delete.
that is not my
That's
saying.
not
I
funny.
quote it, but that's not mine. That is Miss Dutchie on TikTok. That's her thing. Bless, block, and delete. Anyway, we've not had any negative stuff. I just wanted to let you know a couple of things. Number one, if you're in the same boat as this viewer, in the same situation, you know, we love you so much, and we're thinking about you. And one of the reasons we've kept going is for those of you who can't get out and be a part of community. You guys, sometimes this is the only community people get. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Cindy Hogan said, now y'all better like this video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to
700
share that.
people watching, 359 likes.
You knew Cindy was going to say something about their supper. What y'all have tonight, Cindy? I'm still
Probably
dreaming about
something
those
delicious.
Dorito nachos or whatever it was you had the other night.
Ooh, Patty, I'm glad you did not buy that Chromebook. Not that I have a problem with Chromebooks, just not if you want it for an electronic cutting machine. We don't have a lot of negative. That's what's really good. We don't. I don't know. I believe that negativity breeds negativity. I really do.
Yeah.
And one of the ways that happens is, I believe if you're watching a video and you're invested enough to go comment, many times if you felt negatively about something and then you go down to the comments and see that other people have too, it's a lot easier to jump in than if you see, wait, these people really like this and they're really enjoying this content. Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'll stand out like a sore thumb.
Joy, normally if the store says coming soon, that does mean it's sold out, but on those Bethlehems, if it says that, that's a lie. It ain't coming soon.
Oh, yeah. It's not
Sorry.
coming soon.
That means it's sold out.
So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I just wanted y'all to know that it's more, we realize that this community we've built is more than just crafting, and honestly, it's my favorite part is the community. If people ask me, I would say the community's my favorite part. I mean, we have people come in that, like, this week, we've had so many visitors this week. We had one visitor come in and she said, how did she say it? She said, I'm so-and-so. She said her name. I don't remember her name because it was funny what she said afterwards. She said her name and then she went, as if you know me, as if you know me. And I said, I do know you like that. She said, no, but I know you. And it was really funny because the way she said it was as if you
Yeah.
know me. But that was super fun and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to be sending something to tell her, thank you for this. But it grounded me, which is good. It grounded me. It reminded me why we're here. It reminded me what these shows are for. And it helped me to share it with you guys, why we do what we do. Why would we just do a walk around, or why do we share our community? So many of you have said this, and I got to be honest with you, it's not far off. y'all may laugh at me about this, but so many people recently have been telling me that Clanton reminds them of like a Lifetime movie place. And I gotta be honest, depending on the day. I mean, we could write a musical or two. We could put up a barn and have a dance. Like we can do that.
We can have Hallmark come and
we can do it.
set up
We
a
could
movie.
do it. We could do it. And so I just like to take y'all around my town. It's gonna get worse too because holiday open house is coming, and I'm hoping a lot of people have it at the same time we do. So if y'all can make it, come visit because I'm hoping we do a lot of good stuff. Oh, I'd love that. Take you around town once a week. I'd love that.
Yes, if y'all want to send cards to this sweet friend, send the cards here to the store and just write
Just
sweet,
put sweet
friend on
friend.
it, and
Yeah.
we'll get them sent to her.
I could tell y'all her
That would be
first name.
very
I could say
kind.
her first name. It's a common first name. I don't think anybody's gonna hunt her down.
Don't try to hunt her down. Just
I could say her first
you
name.
can say her first name.
Her name is Hope. I mean, we'll say that. The next Hallmark channel. That's funny. The new Mayberry. I don't know about Mayberry. I don't know about that one. We do have Old Man Kelsey's Bridge and Old Man Kelsey's Pond. Of course, that's not here. Old Man Kelsey's Pond's on down the road.
And we kind of, made that up as we went along.
Amy, Amy said the shopping video is not my cup of tea. I just didn't watch it.
Hey, but that's
That's
the
what's
beauty
supposed
of
to
it. That's the
happen.
most
Go
honest
like
statement.
it though, and then don't watch it.
Give it a thumbs up, but then don't
Give it a
watch it.
thumbs up and don't watch it.
I mean, if you don't like it, just scroll on. There ain't no reason to be negative.
And but listen, no one was negative. It was
Nobody was.
It's funny we're talking about the negative, but it was a positive. We got a positive letter. Such a good thing.
No, but I mean, she was just saying
Yeah.
it wasn't my cup of tea, but I would never make a negative comment about it. I mean,
Hey,
I don't know why people feel like they have to do
did you
that
see that?
sometimes.
I call you Joanna Gaines of Clanton.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, it's in red on there. It's hard for me.
I
to
wish I
read.
could think of who I'm more like. Let me think. If I were gonna say
Lucille Ball.
I am not the Joanna Gaines, what would I be? Who would I be?
ATLGLODAV. I don't even know how to go about saying that.
I would be. Oh my goodness.
You would be.
Okay, here's the deal.
No.
Here's the deal.
You're
Here's the
Paula
deal.
Dean to me than you are Joanna Gaines.
I'm not falling down.
But that her just bubbly personality. She's just fun to watch.
I think I am.
I don't know. Not.
Do y'all? Here's what I'm gonna tell you. What I am. Do y'all remember in Friends, the show Friends,
Yeah.
when Monica,
Phoebe?
when they opened Monica's closet,
Uh huh.
the character Monica
hiding-
turned into, that's me 100%.
The hiding closet.
Her closet,
The one that.
because that's what
yeah.
my house looks like.
No.
Yes, it is. Listen, on camera and what y'all see looks so neat and clean because I know how to do a camera. You said it the other day. I know how to sling a camera.
Oh, I saw a thing right after the first day of school, and it might have been Amber that shared it. Was every mom knows just how to get the right angle to take the
course we
perfect
do.
"my house looks clean"
Of
picture first day of school.
That's perfect.
Ours was outside on
because
the back
if you,
porch.
Yeah, but if you panned out, like if they're in at the fireplace and they pan out, you know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
around here.
Yeah.
You know what's around here. So I would be like,
It's like when I take a picture of
That's
food
funny.
to send y'all, I zoom in
Zoom
right
in?
on top of it so you can't see the mess.
Shannon, I do it too. If I send you a picture from home of anything, I like
This one
to.
right, I love this right here. You are the one and only Maymay.
Oh, that's sweet.
Lisa's
And
with
Kimberly
me. She
said,
thought
you
Paula Dean.
compare to no other.
True that. She doesn't.
Wait a minute. Now I appreciate that. So Akladov, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Akladov, is that Atlanta?
You promote the. That's Atlanta Glowdav. I don't know.
I don't know. Meaning that you promote other businesses in your town. I love the other businesses in my town. Like y'all can't even know. Like
You don't.
you have no idea. I love them so much.
Well, it's hard for
Oh,
one
that's
business
cool.
to succeed.
Holly and Rob.
I don't.
Holly and Rob.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
now, I just want
I
to,
have to address
I just gotta
this.
say this. Rob has got the greatest mullet
Yes.
I've ever seen.
I don't care what the competition said. They were wrong.
He got robbed.
Rob was robbed because
He
he's
was
a
robbed.
So I'm going to tell y'all this, and I am being authentic here. I don't want anybody to think that I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. As a former hairdresser, okay, I can tell you that there are mullets and there are these other haircuts people do that I don't know what they're doing and try to call it a mullet because it's not a mullet,
It's
okay?
like a fro it.
Exactly. When Billy Ray Cyrus invented a mullet, I don't know who did. I don't know who invented it. When a mullet was invented, the point was business in the front and party in the back. That was the point, okay? A businessman's haircut is from the front. If you do this and you hide, look, I have a mullet, and you hide this. This is why I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. If you do this, they look like they're at work. They could be on a Zoom call. They could be doing, they could whatever, right? They take this down, bring this around, party time, okay? They turn around to the back, party. That is a mullet. So, now I'm not saying if your man has an altered mullet, he's wrong. You do you. Wear your hair how you want it. I do not care. But I will tell you, Rob's mullet was a mullet. A correct
A very,
mullet.
I'm talking about
very good one.
That Holly
legit-
cut into place. That Holly
legit
cuts.
mullet. Now, I do want to say this because this person may have just summed you up and you will be happy with it, I think. Jonah Lee Nelson said, Paula Dean mixed with Carol Burnett. OMG, I'm dating myself. Paula Dean mixed with Carol Burnett.
Yeah, I love Carol Burnett.
I know you love
Carol
Carol
Corbett.
Burnett.
My brother said Corbett.
Carol Corbett.
Now, I got to tell y'all why I'm so heated about this mullet situation. Because Rob entered a contest and he won second place to a non-mullet.
And he showed us the non-mullet.
It was a non-mullet.
It wasn't good.
And I was like, what? And so I was disappointed. But
I mean, the dude that won did not have
He had a-
business in the front.
he didn't have business.
a
It
lot
was
of
not
throw
legit. I'm just
stuff.
saying it.
Anyway, so if y'all saw my post of that, well, Holly posted their picture, and then I said, you forgot to mention Rob's award because I think he deserves a mention about it. And apparently he's going to keep competing, and I want to be kept up to date on this. I'm not even joking. I even told Holly
We
this
may
other
have
day.
to make a road trip to the next competition.
Absolutely. I'll buy some pit vipers for it. I will
'Cause
get some
we
pit
gonna
vipers just for
certainly-
this, okay?
Make sure
So
that
my
Rob
son-
gets legitimized.
My son, Joseph, told me he wanted a mullet. And I said, are you sure? Because they're in right now, y'all. They're in. And I said, are you sure? And listen, if there's one thing, like I tell you, I don't care how you wear your hair. And I've always told my boys, I don't care how you wear your hair. There will be a time when you can't play with it. There will be a time you have to have a regular cut and all that kind of stuff. But I don't care. So Joe said he wanted a mullet. And I said, okay. Well, then he showed me a picture of the mullet. And I said, that ain't a mullet. I did. I said, that ain't a mullet. He said, well, this is what I want. I said, well, then you can't call that a mullet. I said, I'll do that. But it's not a mullet. You can't tell anybody I cut that and call it a mullet because that's not the case. So anyway, he changed his mind.
For those of you that are just getting here, the conversation that's happening now is proof that in the Crafter After Show, we talk about whatever we want to talk about. And we had a visitor that came to the store, and his name was Rob, and he had the most awesome mullet I've ever seen.
Sonia, you can send us the information, but please don't share it here because, and I know that sounds like I'm being mean, but two reasons. Number one, of course, this is our story we promote. But number two is, until I check a link, we will not promote anything, okay? I have been burned. So I do not, and you can't put a link in here anyway. So, but please don't say it, okay? You can send it to us and let me check the link. I don't mind if it's real after that, all right? But honestly, I have been burned with other companies. Y'all, this week, I will not say, we will not discuss this, but I will tell you this, okay? We were about to order product from a company before I even realized. I was like, oh my goodness, how did that almost slip past me? You just have to watch. You have to be careful. So just know that I'm doing it for the right reason. All right. I want to tell you some other stuff before I forget. I have notes. Where'd my notes go? Oh, where'd my Post-it notes go? I
Where
have
my
my little
notes
green
at?
Post-it note.
Did you give
You
it
had
to
this
Vince?
one.
No, that I made myself a note. Oh, I stuck it up here so I wouldn't forget it.
She did so good.
I'm supposed to tell y'all, okay, that ink bandits are in. Correct? Am I saying that correct? Have you looked to see if we have any in?
I'll check.
'Cause I got them on the list.
Got them on the list.
Supposed to tell y'all about ink bandits being in, and I can show y'all one.
Ink bandits are in.
'Kay.
Go buy one.
Okay. She's gonna just like go buy one.
Go buy one.
Do you want to show my ink bandit
Oh yeah, sorry.
so I can show them what it does? So these are in. Oh Lord, Connie, 4 more? How many does that give you? That's a lot of puppies, ain't it? All right, so this is an ink bandit, okay? So I have videos showing you how this is. I have videos showing you how to make this and all that good stuff. But here's what it is. It holds your ink, okay? Hold your ink like this. So when you're mass stamping, you don't have to close your ink up in between and all that good stuff. Do you see that? So my buddy Clack made these for me, and we got another order in, and I think about half are left. So that is what that is, and I wanted to tell you because I saw them today, and then I was like, are these really here? And they were like, yes, so I wanted to show y'all because y'all been waiting on those. Somebody said my legal pad holders. First off, they don't get to stay in here. Second off, mine is up front. Third off, I did a Post-it note because y'all should see my desk. I have Post-it notes everywhere.
And we also got in a good size order of art glitter glue. And for those of you, some of you may be in a part of the country where it's going to start getting cold pretty soon. So if you are not aware, we cannot ship art glitter glue if the temperature anywhere between us and you is 40 degrees
I don't mind.
or lower at night. Okay, so some of you may need to go ahead and start stocking up on your art glitter glue for the winter. Also, we got in some more Mente paper. We also got in all of the stamp sets that were out of stock. They should have all come back in today. What else, Maymay?
You're not keeping them. You have 3 of your own. For us,
Did we get some more felt paper in?
Yes,
I don't know.
We did.
Some of the felt cardstock,
did see
and I
that.
also have more of that on the way. I got a phone call today about that.
Shannon's checking on something I want to tell you. It may take a minute for her to find out. Hopefully she can find out quick. I don't know. If Missy or Rodney's watching, check your phone.
Well, check Missy's phone because I
Check
don't have
Missy's
Rodney's
phone.
number.
Check Missy's phone. In the meantime, let's talk about this. Okay, this is important, so I'm gonna need y'all to listen. Okay, this is very important.
I have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay, so we're waiting. Okay, so will you put me back on the thing? I'm glad I asked because I was supposed to
Debbie,
say.
we do have the 16-ounce bottle and the 8-ounce refill and the 16-ounce refill.
The one thing I do want to tell you about Rustique Alex, is your shirts are back. She sent me a picture this afternoon.
Were those only?
They are only plus sizes. She could not get the others in these.
Well,
But my favorite shirt that I had on last week that y'all went crazy over, they ordered some Maymay colors. There's a red one. And she said they're back, they're in store, and she wanted me to, well, she didn't tell me to let y'all know. I'm just telling y'all because you were interested, so they're back. So, Timothy can put the link to Rustique in here. She's got it. Okay. Holly Jollyopolis, let me tell you the deal. Some people are going to be sad, but I got to tell you, okay? We have total, how many left? Do you remember? Oh, that's
give me just a second. I'll tell you.
there's
50.
We have 50 left. That is a
50
combination of morning and night. Okay, 50 bundles left, a combination of morning and night. If those sell out in the next week, we won't have individual classes to sell because if bundles go, I don't have anything to break out, okay? And they've been going pretty steady, all right? I just want to tell you that. So if you want to grab your bundle to be sure you're going to get the classes, you need to try to do that in the next week to 2 weeks. Is 2 weeks too long?
I don't think so, cause.
Okay, so, Melissa, that's what I want to tell y'all, but I can't tell you yet. I'm not allowed. So when I'm allowed, I will.
We should be fine 2 weeks because that puts us the first week of September.
Okay.
So
There's
we should
50
be
left.
good.
So if those 50 go, like I said, there won't be any breakouts, individual classes. And that's because, let me explain why that is. That's not because I'm only trying to do bundles. Here's the problem. I can only teach so many students. The number that caps us is student number. And the reason that number caps is not even because we couldn't teach more students. It's because that's the maximum number of product I can get. That's the maximum number of kits we can make. Anytime I've tried to go over that, we haven't been able to get enough product in time. So we've kind of found our little sweet spot number for product. So we have 50 spots left. If you don't know what Holly Jollyopolis is, this is our online event. Okay, it's October 20th through the 22nd. It is 3 classes, a make it go round, and daily virtual crops. Okay, This event is sold on maymayevents.com. And like I said, right now it's bundles. I will tell you that I think the evening bundles are down to...
We have 20 evening bundles and 30 morning bundles.
Okay, and for those of you that may be looking for that on the regular Maymay Made It website, it is not there. It is at Maymay Events, Maymay events.com, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you can find those class bundles.
I'm trying to see. Timothy said, once you purchase the tickets, you have them for life. Let me explain that to you. So we stream the classes live. They are live streamed, but you have the link and you can watch it as many times as you want, whenever you want, however you want. It's yours to do. I would not add water to your art glitter glue. I just saw that question.
Yeah.
I would be afraid it would change the viscosity. It's already a very liquid product, and I don't think you'd ever be able to get it quite right.
I would just say shake it, shake it, shake it, because they only guarantee it for 1 year of shelf life.
When you say shake it, I want y'all to think like a paint mixer.
Yeah,
like,
when I say shake it, I mean get after it, shake it.
Shake it for like a minute to 2 minutes. Like shake it, let your friend shake it, let your kids shake it, like shake it. And you'll be surprised that it kind of reconstitutes.
You know how they put paint in that shaker thing and shake it? That's
And
what
just
you wanna
shake it.
Shake it.
Any questions about Jollyopolis?
We don't offer just a viewing of the classes without selling the product.
No, that it's part of the what's the word? Part of the draw?
Mystery.
Well, it's part of the draw. You get a kit and you make the class with us. You make the kit with us, the project with us, and it's fun.
If you left your pin out, it might not be that the glue's too thick. It might just be that you need to take your cap off and clean it out, because it does do that.
Kimberly, if we do sell out in bundles, I was thinking about this. We might, like after it's over with, we might be able to do some individual classes. Like Shannon's class, I know we could do again because we could get more of that paper pack. I feel like we could. But like my class, I'm not sure. Because I'm not sure if I could get more of my paper. What do you think? We might could do it with a. Now that's something we might could do. We might could do, say, another, like not an event, but we might could do another class with a different paper pack. See, that's the thing. What happens when we're doing kits, because we're teaching it in that way. We have 300 students. That's what we do. I need 300 paper packs that everybody gets the same. You need 300 of everything that we're sending to you guys. So when we're doing it on a smaller scale, like when we do a class. Like Shannon will do a class or I'll do a class, we typically have about 150 students, and we can usually get more paper, get another set. Okay, that's that one. Then,
What was the background embossing folder that you use called?
Starfall.
Yes. It's a Sizzix.
Do we have to be dressed like elves? 100%. Farm Wife 99. There is a Facebook group for this event, but we have not shared it with the public yet. You will get that link when your kit ships. So it'll come to you about a month before the event. So you'll have a month to chat and get to know everybody. Would you consider offering a class where we bring a paper pack from our stash? That is a really hard thing to do. And the reason is I really can't teach you how to use something you're using. I don't know what you're using. That's why... and also this, some students, the very large minority of students are okay with running with something and doing it themselves, okay? But the majority of students want to do literally what I'm doing, and they're very comfortable with that because most of the students take the class as the jumping off point. So like, I've seen from most of my students, they'll take the class, put the kit together, and then use paper from their stash and do it again. You see what I'm saying? Like make it the second time. But we find the vast majority of our students really like it, especially this last time when we did the explosion box and we actually put the picture of the paper we're fixing to use. It's very handy. In a class situation, especially an online class situation, there's not time for decision making. There just isn't. It takes all the decisions. So if you're like, okay, pick your favorite paper from your pack, it's really almost impossible. When I do a class, I do sometimes do that, but it's only if we're making like an album. Like when we did our holiday planner, I said, pick out 2 pages, one to be your front and one to be your inside or something like that. Go ahead and pick those out. Then after that, it was pretty much, I'm using this page, to make it go a little smoother. So, somebody asked about Stamp Club Reveal. Stamp Club Reveals happen the same day of the month all the time. They always have. So Scripture Regular Club reveals on the 6th of the month at 3 p.m. Always the 6th of the month at 3 p.m. The only time that changes is if I have to come to you and tell you. But even if I have to come to you and tell you, there'll be a video, on the 6th at 3 p.m. to let you know what the deal is. Then Scripture Club always reveals on the 21st of the month at 3 p.m. So again, unless there's something up, and then I will have a video at that time anyway. So, are you going to have any more Members Make It events? Members Make It events. Oh, you're talking about the YouTube member.
YouTube.
I don't know. I'm actually considering turning that off. It's a feature that YouTube just kind of gave us. And then I realized recently we can edit it. Like now people can even edit how much it is, which I don't want to do that. I'm thinking about turning that feature off, but I don't want y'all to be upset with me about losing your icons because you would lose your icons. But I hate for you guys to pay that money. I appreciate it because you're supporting me and you're supporting our business. But yeah, I'm thinking about turning that off. How many people would be upset if I did? How often do you do projects with file folders? Not often. I've done projects with file folders, but I typically, nowadays I just make my own shape. Like I don't pretty much do that with paper. You know what I'm saying? Or folios. When's the last file folder project I did? It's on my channel. I'm trying to think. Would have been a long time ago. Tamitha probably remembers. It was a long time ago, but I do remember doing it. Oh, thank you, Carol. What did that say? The baubles have been gone a while, even when Shannon said they were available?
They've sold out.
Oh, okay. If I bought a date time class, then watch them later, I won't be able to watch live anyway. Yeah, you can do, yeah. That's one thing. The evening bundles are getting close to be sold out, but if you buy a daytime bundle, you can watch it whenever you want.
Michelle said, don't turn it off.
Don't turn it off. And Beth just signed up. No, has been a member. I see. They're saying it.
$279.75. Is that correct, Vinny? Wow. Is that the class bundle that you're referring to?
It's probably putting your shipping in with it.
Yeah, because
shipping will
you
vary.
Yeah, shipping varies based on where you're located.
Yes.
So I'm going to assume that that's correct.
Thank you, Barb. You're so kind. Yeah, it's $249.99 without shipping, and then shipping is calculated based on weight and getting it to you. Trent, I do not have a craft room at home. Now I have a sewing area, and it's not a room. It's a sewing area, and it's going to be a room, but it's not yet. I'm trying to get my son to move downstairs, but if he doesn't, I'm going to figure it out. I need to have like a playroom for the girls upstairs. I don't know. I may end up moving my sewing stuff downstairs. I don't know. We'll see. But I do love my sewing room, my sewing area. Oh, that's right. We did a tag swap with the file folder. That's right. We sure did.
That must have been before me.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really
Been a
fun.
while.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time ago. I like when you ask questions. Okay, next one. Sorry, Shannon. I keep
No,
making
it's
you bounce
fine.
back and forth.
That's why I'm here.
Oh. I saw a name I thought I recognized, but I don't think I really do. Okay, so this event is our in-person event. This one is a unique one, and it's not for everybody, okay? Because this is one you have to come to Clanton for. You have to come to Little Mayberry.
Little Mayberry. We're changing the name.
I want to tell the Chamber girls tomorrow. It's Little Mayberry. Okay, so this one, you come in person. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I really do want to tell you this. if this is an event you can afford, and if you can make this happen, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is one that's very different than any event we've ever done before. It's going to be very laid back. We're going to be together a lot more. It'll only hold 54 people. That's it. We'll have breakfast and lunch together, and then probably dinner at different places around town. Got a couple field trips worked out for you. We're going to do some cool crafting. I'm doing something I'm doing something really cool. It's not done yet, but I'm doing it. Like, this is what we're going to do. And I finally found the paper that I wanted to use, so I'm excited about that. Shannon is doing ceramics with you guys. So if you come to this event, you get to do ceramics. And Brenda is doing a painted plaque, which the cool thing about that is, y'all have never had a painting class with Brenda. You know what classes with Brenda are like, but you never had a painting class with Brenda, and that's where she's in her element, and you'll really enjoy that. So if you can make this one, like I said, this one is in person in Clanton, and we're excited about it.
So Kim Taft named us Maymay Berry.
That's a good one. I have not read it. I'm not a reader, Linda. Not Linda, who said that? Debbie. I'm not a reader. I try to be. I bought a book this weekend. Why? I'm just not a reader. I know this is going to be a fun one. So the information on this one is also on maymayevents.com. Yep. Any questions you have. I will tell a funny one. Sunday at church. Can I tell on Clack? It was funny. So we kind of attacked him. You know, we do that a lot. And he came up to me Sunday. He said, "What's this about people meeting me in October?" I said, "Oh,
Oops.
yeah. Oh, yeah." He's like, "I've had people messaging me, telling me they're excited to get to meet me in October." I said, "Clack, they said if we're going to be there, maybe Clack can show up at the event." I'm like, "Oh, we can work that out." And he's like, "Okay." So, but he will. He'll show up.
Okay, Kathy asked, why is tax charged on Christmas crafting in the country?
Where are you buying it from?
If you're in Alabama,
You have to pay tax.
Mm-hmm. Help, y'all. I need help getting the cap off my art glitter glue bottle. Oh, is it glued on? That happens. You need to get a strong person or do some kind of surgery to it. I've had it happen to me too. And here's the thing. The glue's fantastic, but it works on itself too. Crafting in the country is, I forget. How much is it?
It is, let me go back.
Kathy, you're in Pennsylvania, and it's charging you sales
She's checking
tax?
it. She's checking it. She'll check it. And if you have an issue, just email info@maymaymadeit.com. They can look at that. $499.99 for this one. You know, your people love you because they're all just open to do whatever it is you say you are saying. I don't know. I don't think so. Everybody's not open to everything we do. So there's that one. Now, this one, I won't make Shannon move the thing again. This one, this event, we're really excited about because we have not been here. Matter of fact, I got like a memory, and I think it was 2019 when we were there last at Decorators. So we will be,
Yes, it was
2019, we will be at Decorators Warehouse on August the 27th. Shannon said, eek. We'll be doing 2 seminars, 10:30 and 11:30. These are free. You just come, enjoy the seminar, hang out. We can chat. We can shop together. August 27th, 10:30 and 11:30. We'll do the seminars, and then Shannon and I will walk around and shop after that, and y'all can walk around with us. We usually walk around and look what's in your buggies. It's usually what we do.
And if it's good, we might take it.
Sometimes we're like, where'd
I'm
that come
sorry.
from? Where'd that come from? That's what happens. So if you would like to attend this, it's in Arlington, Texas. If you're near there, come out. So many of you are telling me you're coming, and I'm so excited.
If
so
you're
excited.
not near there, come see us. Anyways.
Yeah, if you're not near that, yeah. No, come see us. It'll be super fun. It's Decorators Warehouse, which is 60,000 square feet of Christmas. And boy, do I need that right now. I need it in my life. I need 60,000 square feet of Christmas. So we're excited.
Yes, Decorators is technically in Arlington, Texas, but it's in the Fort Worth
Area. Their address is Arlington. It's 3708 West Pioneer Parkway, Arlington, Texas. Oh, look, there's an I'm going. Who is going? Y'all let me know. You can try the hot water thing, but if it's really, really, really glued shut, you're going to have to get up in there and do some separating. It's not going to release on its own. It's art glitter glue. I mean, I've
Cool,
tried.
Christy, we look forward to meeting you there.
I've tried alcohol, hand sanitizer. I mean, you can put it in there to soften it, but you're probably going to have to do a little bit of work. Joe, we won't be YouTubing these seminars. It's not the best audio or visual in that area to do it. It's a smaller room and it's a little bit dark last time we were in there because of lights, because of Christmas lights, and it's not really. It won't really be able to do that. But I always do a live walk around because when I get into the store where the light is, we can do it. So I'll be doing a live walk
Tabitha,
around.
how in the Sam Hill did you come up with that idea?
Terrence is coming. I'm so excited.
Tabitha said she
A
used a
heating pad for 30
on high
minutes.
for
Try
30
that.
minutes.
Well, that melts it. That makes sense. It might melt it.
Warm the glue back up.
Might
Set it
melt it.
outside.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't get it too hot.
Yeah, you can only put that on the top, right? Sharon's going to be at Decorators. How cool. Bring your granddaughter and her mother-in-law. Y'all will have the best time.
So excited.
Yeah, we're only going to be there Saturday, 10:30 and 11:30. That's when our seminars are. We're very excited.
Yes,
We've needed a trip for a while.
Yes, we have.
We have needed it. All you people with
Somebody
all your
asked-
like tricks and y'all must do this a lot. I'm very particular with my glue because like I said it the other day to Shannon. Look, oh yeah, look, this is my refill bottle. Do you see how clean this is? See how clean this is? I'm like super picky because I have glued them shut before. And that's funny. I guess I just haven't had to do it in a while. Yay! SL will be there. Could you put a bowl of water in the microwave? Y'all got to be, listen, we are not telling you to do any of these things because if it messes up your glue, I did not tell you to do it. Okay. Perfect. That's that one. The last one didn't print, did it?
No, it didn't.
The last one is Holiday Open House, which I cannot get to print. But at Holiday Open House, that is November 11th and 12th here in our store. This is probably my favorite event of the year. Honestly, it is. At this event, you can expect to make 3 make and takes with me and Shannon and Brenda and Amber and Taylor and Jasmine. And I'm just trying to think of everybody that'll be here. Vinny will be here. The whole staff will be here. And you'll get to meet them and hang out. We have refreshments. We have special deals for the day. Vinny will do some sales and stuff in the store. You'll get to see the store. You'll take store tours. Those are always fun. You can get to see where everything is. This is sometimes an event people really like to come to because you don't have to pay for the event itself. It's just getting here and lodging and staying here. But you get to come and craft, we do it for 2 days, but it's the same craft both days. So we'll have we'll do 3 make and takes this day and 3 make and takes this day. And you just kind of come in when you get here and craft. So if you come in, if we open at 9 and you get here at 12, you just sit at the table and craft at that one and go to the next one and go to the next one. And what we typically do is fill the table, do the craft. You kind of rotate almost like a make it go round. So we'll have that going on. We'll have all kinds of stuff. It's festive. It's fun. There's music. We usually wear some kind of antlers. What else
Not
about
all
open
of
house?
us.
You have before, not
Well,
for long
I'll
though, because
try
they hurt
not
your
to.
head.
She asks you to wear them, but
I
She
do
does.
because they're cute. So anyway, the open house is a lot of fun, and like I said, this year I'm trying to get. And Rustic has already told me they're doing open house at the same time. They've already told me because they've already heard from you too that y'all are wanting them to do that when you travel. So they usually do giveaways or door prizes or something like that at their open house. They'll have refreshments. She does all kinds of stuff. You can meet Rusty and Moodine, and y'all need to just tell her to name that cow Moodine. That's its
I
name.
named her Cow, but she didn't like it.
No one liked mine. It's
I
Moodine.
think I called her Betsy.
I'm calling her Moodine. It's perfect.
Moodine.
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 Rusty and Moodine. And you guys say it like that. How you say it in the South?
Moodine.
What?
How do you say it? Rusty and
Moodine.
no, it's Rusty and Moodine. In the
Moo?
South you have to say Moodine. Like you have to say it like that.
Moo.
So. Oh, I hope so too. Lisa, if he brings you here, well, there's plenty of us to get you around the store, so he can go do something else fun. Sleep over at Maymay's.
I think Kelly bumped her head.
Huh? Poor Trent. What is the deal? Poor Vinny having to wear antlers.
Yeah.
Now you have to
I
shoot
ain't
them,
doing
not
it.
wear them.
Oh my goodness. Look, not telling you to. Don't say it.
Do not put your art glitter glue.
Especially if it's got a metal tip on it. The
Kimberly,
metal
I'm
tip
excited
just
about that.
twists on. Someone asked, how do you put it on? It literally just twists on the top. And there is a video on Maymay's channel on how to do it.
Kimberly, you're coming to open house, and I also saw that Sonia's coming to open house.
Yay!
There are videos on my channel showing you that. And I was going to say, somebody else said something. Helen Keller. I'm related to Helen Keller. I know. It's on my other side of my family. She's actually in our family tree. My uncle did that. That's a real thing. Because Vince doesn't think Elvis is a real thing, but he is.
Look, I saw in the family
thinks
tree
Elvis
somebody
is
named
real.
Presley. So
I can prove that to y'all now because my dad was cleaning out some pictures and stuff, and he brought me some albums, and I got the album that my mother filled out our family tree in, and you can clearly see that my grandmother's dad's name was Presley. It's right there.
No,
right there.
I named her Bessie. Bessie
Bessie?
was it.
Vince just don't believe it.
Presley.
Matter of
that's
fact,
because in the
is it
South,
today Elvis's day?
everybody. Yes, today is the day Elvis died. August the 16th, 1977.
Vinny, how's your sugar doing?
It's hanging in there.
It's going in real well. He don't have any problem. That's what you should have said. Oh, it goes right over my lips.
Open house
Through my
is gonna
gums?
be
What is that saying?
November 11th and
Over the
12th.
lips.
Through the gums. Look out, Billy. Here it comes.
Here it comes. No, it's doing better. Thank you for asking.
Who's Pretty Boy Floyd? Tell me who that is. Pretty Boy Floyd. I cannot picture him. A go round. They're so fun. A go round is so fun. A go round is what we do right now we do them in our live events. We used to do them in person. We hadn't done one in years. Pretty Boy. Oh, he's a
Gangster.
A
I was going to say
gangster.
he was a gangster.
Gangster.
American bank robber.
Yeah, I remember where I was when Elvis died. Yeah, sure do.
Let me say what.
He died on my mother and daddy's anniversary.
Not
Yeah.
born. That's where I was.
A make it go around is where it's like a crafting marathon where we make like 15-minute crafts and we do about 10 of them and we rotate around the room as we do it. Now we do them live, so the teacher rotates and you guys just get to sit there and then the craft comes in. I thought he was a boxer too, but he wasn't. He was a gangster. Rustic said Moudine. Did they agree to Moudine? I love Moudine.
It's Bessie. Bessie Moudine.
Moudine Bessie.
Moudine Bessie.
I still like Moudine. All right, where's my list? I told y'all all of that stuff. What else? All right, you got questions? Because your time is drawing really short. Here's why your time is drawing short. We have to be at an event at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Oh yeah, Rustic said, I guess the cow has a name, but how should we spell Moudine?
Moudine.
M-O-O-D-E-N-E.
Moudine.
Moudine.
See, I just force my way
Hey,
on
Missy.
Rustic.
Hey, Missy. Bessie's easier. B-E-S-S-I-E.
Yeah, but I got Bessie at home.
Who's Bessie?
I was a
freezer.
teenager,
Remember?
Debbie, when
Yes,
Elvis
Bessie's
died.
in the freezer. But I
I
don't
was
get to enjoy
14.
that Bessie. I can enjoy that Bessie.
You can if you'll come. Okay, so my son came over the other day. What funny story? We need to tell him a funny story. My kids came over the other day, or it's been a week or so ago, and Thomas
That is
cooked.
funny.
It is funny that they came over. My kids actually showed up. No, Thomas cooked out for us, and I keep telling them. So Vince has bought a lot of meat for the freezer, like a lot of meat, and I mean a lot of meat. So when we get off to the side, I'll tell my daughter-in-laws, when you leave, because they have to go downstairs by the freezer, I'll say, when you leave, go shopping in that freezer, get some food out of there. So Vince acts like it bothers him. He doesn't. He's down there. And Taylor said this other day. She told Shannon, she said he acts like they're taking my food. When in reality, he's standing down there going, do you want some bacon? Do you want some steak? Do you eat ham steak? Like, he's handing them
do.
stuff. So anyway,
It's like
I got
the person that buys our lunches is going to say, no, you don't
No,
get
you
my
can't have
food.
it. I got a picture from my son. It was like a little, those little pictures you see on Facebook and stuff. And it was like when you visit your mama's house, and it was a guy with a grocery cart in the kitchen, like opening the cabinets and getting stuff out. But he also came over. That's another thing. Your kids do this? As soon as they hit the house, they're in the pantry. It's like, and now they're like, man, you buy all kinds of stuff you didn't buy when we were living here. I get that all the time. Anyway, it was funny.
That's what Jenna said about going back home to eat after her and her older brother or younger brother moved out. It's like Mom buys Cokes.
Nice stuff.
And
You can
Little
afford it now.
Debbie's.
You can afford it now. I don't. Elvis died in 1977.
Yeah, sorry.
I was 5.
I'm sorry I offended that I wasn't born. As a baby.
Kimberly Myers, happy birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday tomorrow.
If you were here, I'd take you to the goat and tell Nate it's your birthday because he loves when I do that.
Get you some free ice cream.
Some free ice cream.
Maybe we can go and say, hey, it's Kimberly's birthday.
Look how all y'all have a memory. I was 5. I don't know. You get told what you'll be cooking.
Yeah, I saw Elvis in Montgomery the year he died.
I love that. I'm no cook. My kids just pray over the food before we eat it that it's not poison.
That's right. Joe always said, let this food not be poison.
He's always doing
Not just at your cooking, though.
a lot at my cooking, though. A lot at it.
Everywhere we went, every restaurant we went in.
Michelle, he actually has your name listed to
Yep, I
pray
got a
for you
note
tonight.
to do that.
You're 5 too? That's cool. I gotta tell y'all, if we're gonna talk about Elvis, I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're gonna close up for the night. We took Thomas is a huge Elvis fan, like huge. I don't know why, he just is. And we took him to Graceland. When was that, babe? What were we in Memphis for? The Kobe game, to see
play,
Kobe.
yeah.
We took Thomas to Graceland, and I honestly didn't think he would be that impressed. But wow, him and Vince were very. I mean, I was impressed. I was.
Well, I mean, I've been there lots of times.
Yeah, but when I was younger and went there, it was a whole different ball
Yeah.
game. I was afraid now that they're older, and I mean, the more the world changes, the more Graceland is kind of not like it was before. You know, I don't know how to describe
for
that.
For me, when we walked into the racquetball courtroom, that's what got me.
Yeah, because they changed it used to be the racquetball courtroom you went into, but now it's like a museum, and it's playing like videos and things, and you learn stuff that he did. And the fact that when we were there, we learned that he never toured overseas.
Yeah.
Did he do one concert in Japan? Why am I feeling like? But he never toured overseas, and you would think as popular as he was, he would have toured overseas, but he didn't. Isn't that crazy? To think about it, the stuff that you learn while you're in there is pretty cool. Now that's just what I remember them saying, so it could be wrong. I just remember learning that, and we talked about it. But Vince and Thomas were very, very overwhelmed. So look, Nancy was 25 when Elvis disappeared. I'm on board. It's easy to get me on board like that. All right, so we've enjoyed being with you guys tonight. I wish I had more for you, but I didn't have a whole lot. I want to thank you guys so much for your kindness, for our community. I just love hanging out with you guys. Just like Hope said in her letter, we're all just sisters and brothers, and we just love being together in any old way we are, and that's how we feel about it too. So, I don't know. Did he do gigs for the military? I don't know. I just saw that question. I don't know.
I can't remember.
But we'll be praying for everybody tonight. Vince does have Michelle that he wants to pray specifically for. Michelle lost her brother, and those around here are knowing what grief is like, and I know a lot of you guys are familiar with grief, and so we very well know what you're going through. I also want to say I see a lot of people putting in prayer requests. Let me ask you guys to do me a favor. Prayer requests kind of get lost in the chat. Now, Tamitha will do her best to grab these up and put them on our prayer list. But over on Facebook, at our Created in Christ Facebook group, you can add your prayer request as a post. And then those of us who pray over those will have a way to get to them all in one place. And Tamitha also puts them on our prayer list, which you can actually print out and pray over your fellow community here as you see fit or ever how often you pray over other people. And so that's available on our Facebook group. Created in Christ Devotions is that group. And we would love for you guys to be praying for everybody. And so, like I said, if you put a prayer request here, Tamitha tries really hard to grab them. But once the live is over, the chat kind of goes away. It doesn't exactly, but it kind of does for us. It's not something we monitor anymore. So if you would, think about putting your prayer request over there. And Vinny's going to close us out in prayer.
All right, guys, let's pray together. Hey, God, thank you for today. God, I saw a lot of people posting comments about sickness and illness and loss. God, it's one of those things that we just don't understand. We can't comprehend why bad things happen so much. But God, I know that you have a plan. And God, even though sometimes I don't see it and I don't understand it, I know that your will is perfect. And so God, help me to trust you, and help me to know that for whatever reason you decide to call home a precious family member, that you know what you're doing. And God, just help us to put our trust in you. God, the hurt is so devastating. And God, nobody knows what to say. Nobody knows the right words to comfort, God, but your Holy Spirit can wrap your arms around us and hold us and lift us up during those most difficult times. God, I pray for the one, I think her name was Kristen, that said she was having some issues. And Lord, I lift her up to you, God. I pray that you would heal her body and what she's dealing with, God, that you would ease her pain. I lift up Michelle to you, God, at the loss of her brother. God, again, I can't explain it, but God, I know that your Holy Spirit can comfort those that are going through such tragic loss. God, for the one that we lost in our community today, God, I pray for that family. God, that you would be close to them. God, I know there's a lot of people that are struggling financially. There's a lot of people that are struggling with issues with their family, with sickness, just a lot of stuff going on. But God, I know you're able. You promised us in your word that you were able to do exceeding and abundantly above all we could ask or think. So God, just help us again to trust you, to know that you are God, to know that you are in control and that you're taking care of every situation in the best possible way that it can be done. Lord, we praise you and we thank you for every person watching today. God, we just appreciate them so much. And God, I just pray that something we say, something we do will be an encouragement to every person watching. God, even for those that don't know you, I pray, God, that the love we have for you will just pour out on them and that they'll feel the love that we have for them too, God. Lord, I thank you for our staff and for the countless hours of hard work they put in to make every person feel like our family. And God, I know that no matter what Maymay and I do, God, our staff is what extends our love for our customers to our customers. So God, we thank you for each one of our hardworking staff. Lord, I pray tonight that you would give us a good night's rest. And God, tomorrow we'd wake up with a new perspective, with new brightness, a new joy, and a new excitement for what you're going to do for us tomorrow. We give you all the praise and honor and glory, for we ask it in your Son's precious name. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, I hope you had fun tonight. I hope it was just light and uplifting and positive, and you can have, Vince used to pray for all good dreams and no bad dreams. That's what he used to pray for the kids. I'll never forget. So we hope you have all good dreams and no bad dreams. That's how we should always end this, because that's your little thing.
And I want to say this. I didn't mention this, but my mom is 80 plus years old.
You can say she doesn't care. She's proud of how old she is.
She'll be 86 the end of this month. And I'm very grateful for her. Today, her and my dad celebrated 66 years of marriage, which is a huge, unbelievable blessing. But Mom has, for years, had issues sleeping long periods of time. She wakes up real early. And for whatever reason, her heart doctor wanted her to have a sleep study. So tonight, she gets to gear up at home and try to sleep with that stuff on. And she already struggles to sleep. So if you just whisper a prayer for her tonight, and for me, as I have to go over there at 11 o'clock tonight and hook her up, and then go over there early in the morning and unhook her. So anyway, lift her up in prayer tonight that she'll get a good night's rest.
And that this might fix her sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see if it does or not. We love you guys. We thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye now.